Hi Sagittarius, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Let's see, this is good. My name is Carol Lisette. I'm here with your manifestation, activation, chakra cleanse, frequency activation, and tarot reading for the month of July 2025. Here I will go in with the sacred geometry activation oracle deck by Lawn. I will go in and I will find what frequencies are available for our manifestations. Okay, for me to activate, I will activate those frequencies for us. I'll go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot system. I will find the storylines that would resonate for you and me, and you choose what resonates and leave what doesn't. I say the story and you decide if it's for you or not. At the end of this video, I will go in with the All Things Intuitive Oracle system and get some straight channeled messages and close with the wisdom of the Oracle. So I would also like you to know that I've attached a negative thought release and cleanse for wherever you interact with the energy of Sagittarius. So wherever Sagittarius sits in your personal natal chart, or you could apply this co-creative effort anywhere that you may be working with the archetype of Sagittarius, okay? So you can find the information for what negative beliefs were released from the chakra system. It's all categorized and listed very clearly for you. I've gone in with my magnets and released those negative thoughts, cause, core, and effect, okay, for the greatest good of everybody involved. And I have implanted true positive beliefs there, where those negative beliefs were once before I release them. So if you feel well and good at the end of this video, you can go into the description box on this YouTube video, or you can look in the comments on this Facebook video. If you are viewing me on TikTok or on Instagram, please follow the links in my bio to either my YouTube or my Facebook. You will find a Google Drive file there where everything is listed, and then those implanted true things you can use to reinforce as affirmations, or you can just see what chakra is needing to be healed and maybe paid more attention to. So okay, well, all that being said, we're listening to our Sagittarius sound bowls. I have got my oatmeal cookies just in case I want to bite. Sagittarius, we're ready. If you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved, that's the prerequisite. Let's get started, okay? In the headspace, this is a spread based on the 7 Hermetic Principles of Manifestation, by the way. In the headspace, we've got dynamic. In the heart space, change. As above, so below, remembrance. What did you change? Fertility. What won't be changed is your magic. Your overall rhythm is Gaia, and your overall vibration is communication. You're going to see me stimming. You see me do energy work. This is shamanic work, okay? So, just, give me a second. Let's go in with a wave from, are you guys like a little cricket, right? Sorry. Let's go in with a wave for the Rider-Waite-Smith system, okay? Before we talk about and activate these frequency cards. Share this video with the Sagittarius who's chasing their dreams. This is a manifestation activation video. Here we are. Okay. Alrighty. So in the headspace, I equate this with the principle of mentalism. What you think about, you will attract to yourself. We've got number 23, dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Okay, I will activate for this. Here you go. Do you see? It's good for you to have a frame of reference here. These geometric shapes and patterns exist in the macro and microcosm. They exist within you. So allow yourself, your subconscious, to just take it in. Sorry about this ring light thing. And that will also help with this activation. You recognize that which is already a part of you, dynamic. Okay, so it is paired here with the justice card. No, judgment card. Judgment. So here's the pair. What do I see? There's just these ideas that have been haunting me all day. That's why I've been so avoidant of this. So there are some dynamics that have happened between you and some people here, some frequency that if it's not like people that have known you your whole life, this is a frequency that's followed you your whole life with a certain pattern. And it seems like you noticed this pattern in your existence and you decided that somehow, some way you needed to call judgment over this because you've already paid your dues and it's wrong. So it seems like you had to go with your headspace and your mentalism, and you had to get really dynamic with your thought processes. This is judgment. This is a major arcana. When I see a major arcana in these videos, these manifestation activations in particular, these show me that you have stepped onto your destined path. So we're all working in our our fated paths. We're all walking on our fated paths. But in this particular spread, when I see somebody having a major arcana, it shows that they have now stepped onto their destined or their north node path here. So you had to go through all those things. It had to be an accumulation of experiences over time, and that has to do also with building over time, and then it's compound interest, darling, but karmically. So you realize this, you feel it, like you feel it in your whole you feel it, okay, in your whole existence, like you know it's yours, like that's how it feels. So you know your energy and you call it and you decide to do what you will with it, and you got really dynamic in your thought processes. You may have done this by starting to do an art that brings you joy. It's what I see. But also by indulging, it opened the gateway for you to feel enough joy that when you go through the releasing of whatever the negativity was that you had to go through in the past that was just wrong, that you're calling judgment over. So in feeling that in that polarity of the joy to the intensity of what that pain was, and then you start to reach these higher levels of joy, then that same resonance of darkness or dissonance, that same level of, so this is like a 0 point I'm seeing, and I'm seeing like so if you're at like 0 and then you go to like -4, then you would go up to +4 where your light, your joy is. So I'm just saying, like, as deep as you went, the depths of your darkness, as you start to hit those same, if you look at it with this duality or polarity kind of concept here, we're talking about the mental, so you can approach from different perspectives, dynamics. So this is dynamic perspective, darling. So, well, what I'm saying is that when you're hitting these higher octaves of joy and love and light that can be triggered there at the bottom. And so you also, when you call judgment over yourself and said, I'm going to get what I deserve, that was also very brave feat and act, because it means on this path of unmasking basically and deciding, staking your claim in the world, being who you are authentically without allowing others to take that from you, then as you hit higher octaves of joy and love and light, those places where there's maybe not such a clean cut of the cord or not such a balance, those things will be brought up just for the release, and your body can process and release emotions as it can handle it. So do your somatic releases, get on your vibration plate, jump around, dance, clap your hands, play your sport, do the thing where you move, okay? So in your heart space, this is the principle of polarity, because we traverse the different poles of emotions, so that we can then have an understanding of our own. So this is the frequency of change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Change. Okay, change. Here we are. Okay, now that that's in, we have got very quick change with the Eight of so. This is fast change, okay? This might even be a shift. Like, I'm having to really get with the times here in the mouth space. So I'm having to catch up with the words and the downloads as they're coming up. Like, this is a rapid change that you're going through in your heart space. So you may be traversing, you may be putting yourself in different scenarios in your emotional place. You may be like reliving the nostalgia of some experience with some loved one or person at one time, and then reliving this other. You're just using nostalgia as it should probably be implemented, not as something to ruminate over in depression, but as a frequency that you have experienced and then put into your repertoire. And so then we also gain this with implants when we listen to whole stories or epics and get very immersed and involved in that, and we are open, and then we get these implants of resonances and frequencies. And so this is what I see, is there's a fast change pulling from your repertoire of experiences in a healthy way here, and it's happening fast because you made this choice. It was guttural, and it was also from the heart. I just feel this guttural release of called judgment over my life. This is who I'm gonna be, and now I see change. Your heart is gonna be developing very quickly here, darling. Okay, in the heart space, moving forward here. Switch. We've got as above, so below, the principle of correspondence. We've got number 38, remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Remembrance. Okay, I'll activate it. Here we go. As above, so below, you are remembering your Empress power. This is the vibration of Empress, okay? So I will also have a picture of these in my community tab in the comments as well, so you can have a frame of reference if you need to go back and look at it. So I just see as above, so below. This is already written for you. So this is another major arcana already written for you in the stars, a remembrance of some maternal bloodline thing. A remembrance of, and that this is not gender specific. This has to do with the maternal aspect of every person, regardless of if they're a mother, if they're not, or whatever gender they represent in this certain experience. So what I'm saying is that there's a remembrance of holding this kind of an energy, which is actually it has to be very forgiving of oneself and compassionate also for everyone, and also has to really be heart space centered, because the Empress just doesn't have time to waste, but must also follow her intuition. This is a remembrance of that core place from within you. So you had to do some guttural releases when I saw that with change, and it seems like you had to keep on making space for this. So remembrance of who you were or what you come to do. Maybe you're getting in touch with your ancestry lately. Maybe some certain things, maybe people in your bloodline are getting in touch with your ancestry, giving you a clue. That's what's happening with me about which way to go. Maybe you just had a baby or somebody that you know. Maybe you just interacted with an infant for the first time or something, and it just like struck something in you. I don't know. Well, what it means is that you're on your destined path here with this Taurus energy. This is Taurus Scorpio energy. As above, so below. So I'm just seeing that as this remembrance was above, then it is below with this earth energy. So when it was above, it must have been in Scorpio energy. Wherever Scorpio is in your chart, maybe you might want to look at that and see where the remembrance might come from. A remembrance of maybe a skill. You could be touching with your ancestry, or you can be activated and reminded of your soul mission in many ways, okay? And I love to do that by interacting with art. Most people do. So when things are just systematic and uniform, then there's no activation. And so I think that you've been interacting with something that really fueled your soul, made you feel so much passion that you're jumping timelines in the heart space. Your heart is catching up. I'm seeing those roots of the heart, so the veins, like I'm just seeing them as trees, very intricate and delicate. I'm seeing the change happening, and I'm just seeing fire covering over these branches of veins, or whatever the fuck it's called. So excuse my language. Oh my God in heaven, thank you God in heaven, this is beautiful. So this is just a very beautiful thing. So there may have been some tribal thinking or something in the past. That was how you guys, this is how your bloodline survived. So tribal thinking nowadays, that where it's morphed into something like more mafioso really in the world, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like where the land was worshipped and the people loved one another. And I see that this is where you're gaining this Empress energy, as above so below. You're bringing your castles down from the sky. This is beautiful. I love it. Very super mucho. Very good for you, Empress. Okay. And this is not, I'm seeing a palace coming down. So for the Imperial Empress here, this is beautiful. Taurus energy down into the ground. So your Scorpio energy may have really had to get worked on and released when it was up above. So you had these, you had it, you activated it, you triggered it. It's beautiful. So moving forward here, switch. This is so good. So this is the principle of cause and effect. Oh, geez. So this is the principle of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. And so it seems like, what did you change? Like, what did you change? So cause and effect, what did you change? And then there was a reaction to the action, and it has to do with your fertility, number 27. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we ever were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new, grander expression of ourselves. Fertility with the Empress energy, my God. Okay, have a look. Let's go. Very good. Here, bringing this, my goodness, you might be having a baby with this seed, with this Ace of Coins here. So opportunity for abundance, honestly, opportunity for wealth, or to gain something in the world. So this could be also like a gift that opens the door to new opportunities for you, something like this. So, but what I see is that you chose to be more healthy with your body so that you could be fertile. So there may be something that you may have cut out sugar. You may have started to drink more water consciously. You may have started to do more walks. I was making sure to mention somatic release earlier, so make sure you're doing that. And it could be so simple as getting on a vibration plate, or getting on a rebounder if your joints are sore, but it's so good for you. So it's almost, hold on. To get your body used to such a high sense of stimulation as well for your lymph drainage and for somatic release, it is so good for you, these vibration plates. So if you're starting or something on your healthcare journey, I could really suggest it. So it means that everything had to get loose. I'm seeing a body, everything getting loosened up, and then like a drainage, like a lymphatic drainage. And I'm just seeing like an energy cleanse. So you may have been on like a water fast or fasting from people, anything that was clouding your womb space, anything. You may have fasted from anybody's shit attitude, anytime that you were feeling joyous and creative, or anybody that you couldn't feel sexy around. So there's nothing wrong with feeling sexy and passionate in your own skin, right? Being connected to your own essence, right? It's part of who you are. It's what you create with. So if you're ever around anybody who they could feel that coming off of you, and they would shame you or make you feel like you have to mask that, that might be what you have cut out. Anybody that would make you feel ashamed for what turns you on. No, because this is what you did. You changed. You decided, I'm calling judgment. I'm going to do what turns me on. I'm going to do what makes me happy so that I can be a fertile space for something to grow. And now you've brought opportunity to yourself. And I'm really proud of you with this thing. Okay, but also if you want children, okay, I'm just saying, like, if you want children, just don't use protection. Probably you'll have one or something. So moving forward, okay, so what won't be changed with the principle of gender, because we need gender for reproduction, therefore it won't be changed. Number 31, magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move forward toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Your magic, this is what I mean. You had to be fertile. You had to be in your own essence, in your own, like, is this okay? Like, why is it not grabbing? Is it better? Oh. So, okay, so let's go, magic. So you had to be in your own essence, your own magic here with fertility. You decided to go on some fast or some type of fast from some people who would drain your energy really bad, who would mess with your womb energy or make you feel some type of way about it. Or make you feel like if they controlled it or something, you took back your power. Okay, I'm talking about Scorpio, Taurus, access energy here. So calling judgment over it, okay? So this magic energy that you have that we just activated, number 31, I'm just telling you that, like, in order for you to continue to go on with these manifestations and these portals, what's happening is that you're already in this magic, so you need to go toward the portals. So, like, for instance, like for me, these are portals. Like, I bring everybody up to the portal. I am the key. I mean, I'm the key holder or something. And I go and I open the portal for everyone with this. I open, I close, I do the things the ways that I do them. I do the cleanse of everybody. I usher them through. And then I do also the cleanse on me. And I have to also put myself through, and I close that gate. So I have to intentionally create a portal from nothing. And I'm doing this literally in my spiritual work. Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that you are going to be deliberately tapping into your own your own essence and your own magic, and you're going to be opening portals for whatever your specialty is. Whatever this thing is that you do, you're going to be creating it. There's not going to be changed with this principle of gender. That you're going to be, your ships are coming in, so you have to stay in this magic and just keep connecting to your magic, okay? And this belief, the belief in your manifestation, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as you can imagine. So stay in your magic, because you're going to be opening portals toward things that are grander than you could ever have imagined. And you're not going to even be used to it. It's going to be like a dream, but that's good. That's okay. You're going to be anchored in as well. You're going to be anchored in as well. I'm hearing I pray up, I tether down. So you can just do your meditations to be in your magic. You know what balances you out. So moving forward, I'm not your personal practitioner or madrina or nothing like that. So make sure you go talk to your own personal practitioners and your mentors and guides, okay? So this is the general manifestation activation, chakra cleanse, for help and guidance on your energetic journey and entertainment purposes. Okay, so let's move forward here in your overall rhythm, and this I equate with your creative flow. How do you go in and out of your creative flow, darling? So, and I was saying that you're going to be doing this. You're going to be opening portals in whatever your specialty is, okay? And so you're a key component in this ever since you called judgment, darling. I'm looking at the way that this is that you're sitting on the throne right in the middle of this reading with remembrance. Remember. So that's all right then. So, well, it's the free in your overall rhythm. You're going to be grounded because it's all right then. Even if you're in your upper chakras, you've got the frequency of Gaia number 28. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Gaia. You can be yourself, okay? Uninhibited, you can just be yourself. You're not bound or connected to anybody except for Mother Earth, okay? And you're Queen of Swords. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is your creative rhythm, but you're on top of it. You know your boundaries. You set your boundaries already. So your overall rhythm, the way that you go in and out of your creative flow, it has a lot to do with the earth. It has a lot to do with Mother Earth, and it has a lot to do with you healed some mother wound. So the love reading earlier today was about this, about releasing the mother wound, something about that. So it just seems like here, this is a reflection in the way that you have now resonated into this Empress energy, and you are not afraid to be in your own power here. But Mother Earth as well is there for you. So you need to go outside for your walks, going in and out of so this is the principle of rhythm. The principle of rhythm also can have to do with the way that you structure your day, the rhythm of your day, the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of your body, and how you keep. Some people are very aware of their body and their balances, and they have to eat things certain way, go through everybody has to manage their energy. So the way that I'm seeing this though is that when you're needing some nurturing or whatever, you need to go to Mother Earth like if she's your mother. So there's a card in this deck that's called just Earth, but this one is Gaia. Okay, so and I see here, so it could also be the rhythm of like the way that you go places, this, that, and the other way, or maybe the different kinds. I'm just getting an idea about somebody who listens to certain types of music at certain types of times of day in their life for some reason. So some people structure their times and their frameworks with all these different creative ways. And I see that when you're feeling like disconnected in any way, you need to go to nature, okay? And also when you're feeling like there's somebody encroaching on your thought space or anything like that, trying to push your boundaries, because the Queen of Swords has to do with boundaries and a widow or a widower. Somebody who has not only they've been through extreme loss and still hold the crown in the title lovingly. Look at her soft, compassionate eyes. Okay? That didn't just, she's got a rose right at the center of her stomach. She's all over the place. She's holding her sword of truth. She seems so comfy and loving, but she's watchful and vigilant. So I want you to know that like your thought parameters, your guides are really they're really looking out for you, but there's only so much that can be done in the thought realm. Like you need to go outside and put your feet on the ground, or you need to go on the balcony and feel the wind on your face and smell the air. The earth is alive and living. You can pick up some pieces of the grass, and just the way that I go, like the way that I take okay, so I'm taking out my Florida and I'm putting my hands like this. You could take some grass. You could just go outside of your house and grab grass from the ground and rub it over your body like this. Like this. And just ask the grass to absorb the negativity. And just like, that's just a cute little cleanse, a little sweep up, a little freshening up of your energy. You could do it with an incense. Okay, intentionally, but when it comes to things outside, like this is the airspace, so this is more like what you would be doing in the house, right? Like clearing up smoke and mirrors, whatever you're doing on the inside, doing your queenly things, okay? Like with your creative flow, you're a complete authority in this. That's why you're able to be in your magic and opening portals and this, that, and the other thing, all these changes that you made, and with this dynamic headspace energy. So you can do everything in the house, simmer pots and everything else to keep the energy up, but it's not going to change, darling. You're in this frequency of Gaia, so you're going to connect mostly to yourself in Gaia, and also you're going to be creating a lot, and so you might be going through emotional releases, because a lot of the time we don't process our feelings until we make the art. This is what I see here. This is beautiful. So Mother Gaia is supporting you in your everyday rhythm, all right? If you can't make it outside, then that might have been the day that you felt the rain on the top of your house and that gave you comfort. So like everything living out there is there for you, for if you want to do a little fresh up, if you want to just feel, if you need to cry and be in your mother's arms, if you're just like in a freeze or fawn mode, or just like zoning or doom scrolling, go outside. Okay, moving forward. So what is the time here? Let's hydrate. Your overall vibration is communication. Number 14. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Communication. You're going to be communicating about this art now that this is like a lot of headspace, a lot of big energy work, a lot of changing and development in the heart space, a new grasp on your energy and motion, on your emotions, a better reign and grasp over them, to where you could remember and resonate into this grounded Tauran energy. Fertility here, you might be getting pregnant. Otherwise, you're so fertile that everybody's going to be offering you money, because they know that anything that they give you will fucking grow. Like, you're so fertile right now. So you're going to need to be comfortable in your magic with your boundaries. Go to Mother Gaia if you need to release, because now your overall vibration, it has to do with communication. You have something to say to the world. I'm hearing, listen up, I got a story to tell. But actually, you're just going to be working. Like, you're going to be working, did I already? Yeah, I activated it. You're going to be working with this Eight of Pentacles. So this Eight of Pentacles also has to do with an apprenticeship. So you could be working under an apprentice, or just implementing what you learned from them, or you could be now having an apprentice. So, but it's all centered around the work. So let's just keep work focused and the communication about the work, and not be too concerned over power dynamics or anything like that. Be concerned over the amount of work and integrity that's going into it, and communicate about that from your heart and from your honest level of understanding and consciousness of said experience. And you can have an open channel of communication and ask honest questions, and that is very good here with communication about your work. So it seems like all of this energy work was happening, and now you're actually going to be putting your head down, or putting your head down with somebody else, and resonating into what that person can teach you, vice versa, somebody resonating up until, so that you guys could co-create together or something, or just raise the vibration of the world. You're changing patterns. Switch. Let's get another wave here with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Spirit in the highest living light. 7 cards, please. Sagittarius, July 2025. 7 cards, please. I'm hearing, I don't really want to lose you, but I don't want your folks to. It's a tough decision to make. I guess they think that I'm not good enough for you. I can tell the way they act and their attitude as a tear falls from my eye. Oh, I'm trapped like a fool. I can't escape. I can't get out. Ooh, I'm trapped. Can't you see I'm so confused? I can't get out. Ooh, I'm trapped. You got out of that. You got out of that. You got out of that. Wow. So, okay, dynamic. So you call judgment, dynamic judgment over here with the 6 of Swords, moving forward from those old ways of thinking in the headspace. You got really, really dynamic. Call judgment over your life. You got the 6 of Swords, has to do to moving toward calmer waters, especially in the headspace with the principle of mentalism. A balance in the headspace, shedding of those old beliefs so that you could hold up the boundaries that you do have very well here with the Queen of Swords and an appearance of the Seven of Wands here with her. So, but let's go back to the order here. So in the heart space, then you have got change with the Eight of Wands, very quick, fast, and in a hurry changing, maybe traveling. Sagittarius, that would be right up your alley. Here with the Chariot, definite chant. Wow, there may be some travel, heart-centered travel, some change that is so inspiring to you. This is Cancer energy. Cancer Capricorn energy with this coin over here. Okay, so I see that you are going to have an opportunity to take inspired action, okay, toward whatever this manifestation is. It's going to be happening really, really quick. I'm hearing change. I'm hearing changes. I'm hearing a change is going to come. I'm hearing, can a brother get a little peace? Yes, you can. You're going to find it in your this is beautiful for the heart space too. So this was like passionate, moving and everything and change. And I was thinking that maybe the emotions are too much with the passion. No, this is very balanced. This is another major arcana in the head space. I mean, in the heart space here, in the upper chakras. Wow, it's so beautiful. So I see that your emotional decisions right now in your heart space, that your emotional energy is being passionately channeled here very quickly. You may be traveling, and you may be just astral traveling, or you may be linking up with people in different parts of the world and still being at home to bring some type of change into the world, some type of, I don't know, new dynamic way of thinking and being and presenting here when it comes to whatever your thing is that you're going to be opening these portals to. My God in heaven, oh my God in heaven. Let's move forward. And the principle of cause and effect, correspondence, the principle of correspondence, it's the principle of correspondence with remembrance and the Empress. It's got the Lovers. Oh my God. Ain't that a kick in the head? That's what I'm getting. So number 38, remembrance with this Empress energy, Taurus, Scorpio energy with the Lovers. Now this is Gemini energy, darling. This is another major arcana. So it seems like you're going to be having an Emperor to your Empress energy. I just can't. You had to remember. You had to remember who you were, what you had in the sky. So you may have sacrificed and not settled over and over and over again. So when I say sacrifice, I don't mean sacrificing a person. I mean sacrificing the time that you invested into that person, into that one particular relationship for your own experience, so that you can live your own truth here. And so that was the sacrifice, was the time and the learning and the time that it took to develop and make better decisions moving forward, and shedding old timelines instead of getting so emotionally attached that you perpetuate the same behavior over and over again. You were going to work on an upward spiral. So every time you kept on going, and now I see that with this remembrance and this Empress energy, you have called unto yourself some loving partnership. So this has to do with a commitment. The Lovers card has to do with the commitment that like a Gemini, flighty Gemini, making a commitment. Like the loyal heart of a Gemini is not going to break that commitment. It's going to take a long time for the Gemini to decide, like, oh, I'm going to commit to this, good, bad, or ugly. Oh my God. Because Gemini likes change. But once you change, this is so beautiful. This is like finding that one thing that's worth changing for. So that you just remembered who you were, and you had all these dynamic things, you changed it. Oh my God, this reading is so high, so let's just keep going about it, okay? That's just like, this is what I'm saying though, like this commitment is very good for you. You need to stay in your own magic and everything. You need to be enjoying yourself, but get grounded as well, and make sure you're taking care of your routines of self-care, whatever they are. So moving forward, fertility, what did you change? Fertility with the Ace of Coins, now with the Seven of Swords. You're not going to let anybody steal from you any longer. No way, Jose. I see a womb space that is so fertile right now. And I see that no matter what you do, you're going to multiply it. So you're going to be attracting people who are going to be trying to take your ideas. They're going to be trying to take your ideas and make them their own, but they're not resonating in this fertile frequency. So, or this. So if somebody comes along and tries to, I know, they say this, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So in that case, don't flatter me. Okay, don't flatter me. Yeah, this is what I see. And like, if you try to flatter me, good luck with that, because you don't wear it well, darling. You can't wear somebody else's ideas. You can't emulate the same frequency of those ideas. You can repeat words. You can even try to emanate gesticulation of people who have to stim. You could try to do that, and that would be your own thing, and you would attract your own crowd of people, but you wouldn't be taking that person's frequency or ideas or any opportunity from them. You would just be creating some new karmic experience for yourself, and that's okay. We're all here for the experience. So this is what I see, that you are very consciously aware of the fact that no matter what anybody does, they cannot take your truth. No matter what. I see that. That's why you're able to be so open and loose and fertile to be open, because the only thing that's gonna stay with you, the only thing that's gonna didn't we activate conception, guys? Because hello. No, that was earlier today. Conception, that was earlier. So check out the energy check for today. So July 17th. So it just means like that you're gonna have all these opportunities and everything, and so by opening up for, like, you're gonna be unmasking and opening so that you can receive, and so that you can actually have like the point of contact, like where the sperm actually goes in and seeds into the into the egg, like that moment. You have to be very vulnerable, open, soft, right? Like everything, chakras have to be open. Some climax had to have just been reached and all this. So you've got to be very feeling safe to be like that. And I see that you are keeping yourself safe because you realize now that people will try to take your truth or whatever, but it's yours, it's your essence, and that's what won't be changed over here with magic, and what won't be changed. And then you've got the whole world in your hands with the portal. You, first of all, in what won't be changed, you've got this. You've got to be using your magic. You are safe and protected. Nobody can be you, darling. So you've called judgment over your life. So, well, now it's with the Two of Wands as well. So not only do you have the Three of Wands, you've got the Two of Wands. So you not only are the portal maker or something like that, but you are choosing what timelines that you want to go through. What is worth your time? Where do you want to go? Because I'm seeing compound interest, building up of karma. So you're thinking about where you want to go with your magic because you know the portal's going to open. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've got the whole world in front of you. And so this is what I see is not going to be changed. You're going to be deciding which way to go and then creating the portal yourself, which is building it, building up your business, building up your manifestation to be walking through in a new life. So you've already changed so many times, and also changes in your heart space with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Lots of energy over here, you guys. Where are we at? So number 28, Gaia, with the Queen of Swords, and we already touched on this. You're going to be defending. This is your second 7 now. You're going to be defending. You can also, if you're feeling like somebody's encroaching on your energy or anything like that, you can always take a walk, and you're always going to be holding up your boundaries. This is what I see. You are going to be defending yourself by being so invested in your own experience and your own results and interacting with it and being enthusiastic and like doing your own thing, that there's just like this natural thing where like certain enemies or something, like they cannot even resonate in your field. So those few that are not called out or whatever that can manage to get into your field to try to steal from you or something, I see that you are well equipped and fiery and that you will recognize those 6 wands, because you've already held 6 wands and you're at the 7th, and you can defend yourself and everything else. You're going to be fine. And if you feel like you need support, go and ground to Mother Gaia. Okay, and also if you do any type of herbal work or whatever, you can protect yourself like that. Okay, cloves is really good. There's so many things you could do, darling. Okay, moving forward. So your overall vibration here, communication with, you're going to be working, oh my God, like the Hierophant. This is what I was saying, like there's going to be some apprenticeship, or you have already gone from working like this so repetitively over and over again that you have now resonated up into this Hierophant energy without even realizing. So by communicating and putting your head down and working, and then maybe possibly communicating with that in your circles, networking, I don't know what, it seems like you have unbeknownst to you become an authority on this. You have become an authority figure on this. This is wonderful. So this is supposed to happen like this. This was supposed to happen like this. Wow, so your majors are Judgment, the Chariot, the Empress, the Lovers, and now the Hierophant. Okay, it's your overall energy, like your overall vibe. The principle of vibration, everything's always moving and vibrating. And in communicating about this work with your mentor, or you as a mentor, or just to the world or whatever, in your loving light work, I just see this, that by doing that, you've either come in alignment with really proper mentors, or you've become one. One hand washes the other. Congratulations, Sagittarius. This is fiery, and this change is happening first and foremost like within you and your heart space, and with your dynamic thinking and your choice to call back all your energy. Good job. Okay, let's look at what shadows did my Sagittarius have to face in the ice living light here. 3 cards, please. I hope you're happy for me. Your body language says so much. I was careless with you. So this might be a judgment also about some trauma, childhood trauma, when it comes to your body language says so much. It seems like people, like somebody saw your body language when you were a child and they didn't protect you. I hope you're happy for me. You still want these people to be happy for you, even though they didn't protect you back then. I was careless with you. They were careless with you. And then you grew up being careless with yourself. These are the shadows I see here, Sagittarius. Fuckers. I hope you're happy for me. These are messages of closure. These could be from your guides, your past or ancestors, the deities, whoever, the higher selves of these people. If you feel like you need closure, you use your discernment. So I hope you're happy for me. Do you feel my presence? So there's some healing of the bloodline. And even if you wish that they were happy for you, they're going to be happy on the other side, maybe, if they choose to change their ways. You still feel their presence, and you release that. Like, you had to call judgment over your life so that you could release, like, take only the good and leave the bad. I see. Your body language says so much. I know this isn't fair. It's not fair what you went through. But you've made enough sacrifices to reach these higher octaves of joy. So don't let the illusion fit you. Don't let the illusion get you. And don't believe the hype. Like, when you are just re-experiencing some old traumas or something, and you may feel like you need to do a crying release, or you may feel anxious or something, allow yourself to sit with your feelings. Sit with your feelings, and if that makes you feel like you can't sit, move with your feelings and release them. And if you feel like that still doesn't work, express in another way. Your overall vibration is communication. So do your art, or talk to someone. Or if you can't even find the words, read something, and you might find an answer there. Expose yourself to information being presented to you in a new, different framework for you to improve upon your own framework. I know this isn't fair what you went through. This was some siphoning even when you were a child from people who didn't protect you back then. Why would they protect you now? Don't be upset with yourself. They were careless with you. They might be happy for you, but somebody who could allow these kinds of things to happen to a young child wouldn't be happy. Couldn't be. Their happiness means nothing to you at this point, I think. Like, it's not something that you're looking for anyway. It could go one way or another. So do you still feel my presence? It seems like a general numbness to whatever happened, like this abuse as a child or something. Siphoning from the womb energy, from the sacral energy here. So in some way, shape, or form, it doesn't have to be the physical act, but it's some inappropriateness here. I was careless with you. I'm with our ancestors. The ancestors are taking care of everybody who was careless with your body and with your autonomy. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay. Let's get some messages of love. Addiction, and addiction is affecting this relationship. Maybe you went through those things because your caretakers were addicts or something like that, which you can acknowledge in their changed ways and accept them and even forgive them for the past, but reintegrating with those same people by your side sometimes is impossible because the trigger is just there over and over again. Even if you understand that the addiction was turning them into something susceptible for all those demons, it's just for your own. Things can be understood on both sides, but you don't want to be friends, let alone acquaintances with these people, even if the addictions are gone. So it's just bringing up triggers. So marriage. So maybe you're clearing all this shit out. Some honesty about these kinds of things. You have to face yourself because it says this relationship is moving toward a sacred union, and these kinds of things might come up if you're about to get married. Sagittarius, you're really brave. So I see your power. I see that you faced a lot. You don't get on your North Node path without many ego deaths, facing the truth, telling your truth, sometimes in a new way, sometimes linking certain eras or understandings. So that's all right. The person that you're going to marry, or the person that you already are married to, they love all of those versions of you. And that's it. That's all. Okay. So children are important to this partnership. So that might be why these childhood things are coming up, so that like they're just acknowledged for your inner child, especially if you are in charge of other children or setting an example for other children. There was Hierophant energy here, hardworking energy here. Why do we do that? For the children. Okay, all the little children of the world. So even your inner child. So if your inner child was affected by some breach of your person, because of addiction, this isn't fair, and it wasn't worth it. You didn't deserve it. And we hope that this brings you some small comfort in the work that you've done on your bloodline, and for those people that are watching you. Please enjoy this. This is a blessed union, whether you have children or not. So, wow. Let's look into your divine masculine energies and divine feminine. This is a longer reading. It's all right. I'm doing good. Hey, let's go. I miss seeing you. Masculine says, I miss seeing you. You let me down. I can be myself with you. Somebody wants to be around you because they can be themselves with you, and they felt let down about that. Or something like that. You want to see somebody. You didn't go and see them. You didn't take action, even though you could be yourself there. So, I don't know. Let's get a response with these divine feminine. I miss seeing you. I left before you could leave me. Some desire to reclaim some lost part of yourself that you abandoned before the world could abandon you to it, or something that you didn't feel worthy of having. You miss it. Oh, you want it. You let me down. I couldn't let you get close to me. So this is some abandonment issues. So somebody let you down. They didn't let you get close with them or something like this in the past over and over again. And so it seems like when these kinds of big emotions come up in the past, you just left before these people could leave you because you recognize the patterns that you experienced. When you have these kinds of emotions that are intense in the past, that was a pattern that it was time to protect yourself, and that's what you would do before. But now you're starting to see that in this marriage, you can provide a safe place for children or anybody else to be like their childlike selves or your own inner child. I see. So, okay, so now I can be myself with you. I regret lying to you. You are going toward your own truth here. Your divine feminine and masculine energies want to go toward and take action toward the fulfilling things that you once thought you were not worthy of. And it seems like you've got all kinds of support from the ancestors, especially in protection from anybody who hurt you in the past and that would try to repeat that pattern again after all of this evolution. And you did no harm the whole time. Good job. Namaste. It means the God in me sees the God in you. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle. This is emotional Sagittarius. You rock. I'm so happy for you. So whatever, this could be a marriage, a new marriage to like a new, there was the Lovers card, so it just has to do with, that was big when I said the Lovers. It just has to do with the big commitment, guys. Blessed. You're super blessed. I see this pod, okay? Usually I see it blue. So like traveling, like this is ET stuff that I see. You're super blessed and you can reach those frequencies of healing and everything else, loving light frequencies and some traveling. Soulmates. You might be doing that with soulmates right now. And yin. Enjoy your yin energy until our next reading. I love you, Sag. My name is Carol Lisette. I'm gonna have a cookie. I love you guys. Bye.